Right, sir. Yeah, right, sir.
Welcome. Let's start our next Psychologists Speak panel. Let me welcome our panelists. So we have in the panel Dr. Madhulika Bajpai from University of Delhi, Psychology faculty. We have another panelist, Dr. Dinesh Adlakha from College, University of Delhi with us. Then we have another panelist, Dr. Toshendra from Psychology of Amity University. Then we have the panelists with us, Dr. Priya Bhatnagar from University of Delhi, Psychology. And then we have the fifth panelist, Nisha from University of Delhi, Psychology faculty. Welcome you all. For this is very important, this is time when everyone is stressed out, and last 5, 6, 7 days, we have been receiving calls from people about they are experiencing kind of stress, difficulty, uncertainty in life. And that's the reason we have arranged this panel discussion of psychologists and the health professionals who have been handling the students, young population since long. And the title of this will be the concern of the students. It can be from school level, from higher education. So largely we are dealing with the higher education, but if there is some question. So what I've done, the most important questions I've jotted on, which have been raised by people to me and my other panelists from time to time, and which we have shared together, those questions. And so I'm going to ask the question, please, as much as possible, giving the answer to the question. The first question which I have with me, this go to Madhulika. The person is saying that it's not one, when I say person is saying, and it's not one that when a couple of people have said the same thing, then I'm bringing that question to you. The question like this, none of my friends are showing, sorry, question is, Madhulika, this question for you. I feel like I'm in a cage, trapped. It is very difficult to stay indoor all the time, like an animal and like a bird just staying in a cage. What should I do under that circumstances? Madhulika.
A wonderful question, and I understand most of the young people who have never ever faced a situation like this would be feeling very, very restricted in the current scenario. But let me tell you, students and the young ones out there, that none of us, nor your parents, nor your grandparents, have ever been through a situation like this. So obviously, all of us are a little unsettled about it. And also, the word lockdown has slightly negative connotations. Of course, it's an official word. So why don't we try to change the thought behind the word, and as Vincent said, that you change your thought, you change your world. So if we look at this so-called lockdown period as a period of self-reflection, if you see period this time as when I had the time, I'll do this. If you start seeing this period as that particular period of time, if you start seeing as fill in the blanks, what I wish to do and paucity of time did not allow me to do it. What if I start seeing it as a catch-up time? There's so many people I have not been in touch with. Why don't you get in touch with them? If you start seeing them as like, I wanted to pursue a hobby, but my current course, my current schedule does not allow me the time. Have the time.
That's correct.
Take it as an opportunity. You want to say, take it as an opportunity.
You thought, you change the emotion behind it, and suddenly the entire thing will not look so restrictive to you. And one last thing I would want to tell you is that by being home, you're doing a service not just to yourself and your family, but to the entire society. By preventing yourself from catching one, you're also stopping it from spreading.
Basically, you're contributing to the nation, your service to the nation.
You're contributing to humanity.
That's a big contribution.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Madhulika. Now, my next question will go to Nisha, Dr. Nisha. Question like this, none of my friends are showing any symptoms or had anyone visited abroad in the recent past. But still, I cannot meet them. I cannot go to their house. I cannot play with them, which is creating a lot of tension to me. What should I do? Nisha.
Yeah, students need to understand that there are no visible symptoms in many people having this disease. So you can't be sure who has it and who doesn't. It's always better to take precaution. You need to understand that if by chance you become a carrier for this, like if your immunity is strong, that is fine. But remember that you are living with other people also. Your parents, your grandparents, they have life-threatening disease or their immunity is low. So it would be very difficult for them to cope up. So you need to understand that precaution is always better than cure. So it does, remember the spread is very high for this particular disease. And even if you're talking about the death level, because the spread is high, so death level eventually would become very high. So it's better
That's
that
true.
you stay away, you stay at home for yourself and the ones you love and care with.
Then after that you will get the opportunity. Once it's over, then you will have the opportunity
Yeah.
to meet them again and spend and share
Absolutely.
experiences also.
Otherwise, you can always
Exactly.
talk to them on video call and all that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Virtually connect.
Virtually.
Say it again.
Virtually you can
You
correct.
have the point. Dr. Dinesh, go ahead. Just share the point.
I'm just saying that you have now your phones are so smart that you can talk to them on home and video calling is very much there. So that should not prevent you from connecting with your friends.
Okay, thank you. Next time, Dr. Dinesh, if you can be near to the speaker, I think your voice will be
The voice is not very clear. That's correct.
in between. Well, let us slow down. Okay. So next, my question will go to Priya. Priya, this question is meant for you. The student is saying, my parents are getting on me, on my nerves, and constantly are monitoring me, my activity, what I'm doing. In other sense, they are
Absolutely.
intruding in my space, which is creating a worry for me. What should I do? Priya.
Absolutely, sir. I think this is the time where we have been receiving, most of us as psychologists have been receiving a lot of distress calls related to parental penetration is the term that is being used by students these days. And they
That's
feel
true.
that they are constantly under CCTV surveillance. So I think this is the time perhaps where the students need to get into the idea of understanding the why of this behavior. You see, parents are also dealing with the kind of an insecurity, and it's always the curiosity that makes them do in this kind of over monitoring. Parents constant and now since and they see you psychologically absent, that of course creates a turbulence with their mindset, and that is where they start it in her life or his life that I am not aware of. So let me just get into it, and that is where they start over instructing, or they want to know what is there with you, how are you behaving, what are the different emotions that you're experiencing. Students, I think, here also need to get hang on to one thing, that parents also go through parenting challenge. They also want to be the best parents. They also want you to parent well. And in that case, they want to have a kind of a holistic bird eye view of your life. And in case if they don't get it, and then they feel that, oh, I don't know this about her, they are missing on something. You see, it's almost like FOMO, fear of missing, that we go through when we are online. So it's about the way to deal with this would be certainly where the child could perhaps certainly empathize with the parent, try and step into the shoes of the parent,
Good idea, yeah.
see what is his or her insecurity, and then sensitively deal. Maybe even if you want to tell your parent that I am an adult and I'm looking forward towards that kind of treatment, so there we want to have, you will have to build trust with them. So empathy, sensitivity, and building trust, this is the perfect time to do all this. Otherwise, you have n number of excuses not to do.
Yeah, agreed. That's true.
Thank you, Dr. Priya. No, my question will go to Dr. Dinesh because he is most experienced in this group, who have been in the higher education so many years. So I thought he's the right person to answer this question, but other can add later on if you have any point. The question, Dr. Dinesh, goes like this. I was to go for higher education abroad and hence did not apply in the country, in India, for various education institutions. In current scenario, when everything has been closed down across the world, what will happen to my career? I'm concerned for that. Dr. Dinesh.
So the question itself, I think, explains the answer. The whole world is under shutdown. The whole world is locked down. Don't worry, the universities are all very concentrated. And all the universities have
Dr. Dinesh, you're not very audible.
the fall session and spring session.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, now it's better.
Now it's better.
Have a fall session and spring sessions. So I don't think you need to worry on that account. The universities, yes, you have already got your admission for the fall session. The spring session will be open for you. That is one. one guarantee that we have. Secondly, this time, we are back to the normal this thing. If you have time, you can use this time to enhance your skills. I would say learning language is one major area where you can go into. Suppose if you're going to some German university, or if you're going to some French university, then learning French will be an asset for you. You can devote your time into that. And in India also, the post-graduation admissions will start, or normally start in the month of June only. So you have ample time to apply for that.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry.
That's my
You will still
thing is
at this time, maybe after this corona effect, close down of the most of the things, education institution, admission may be delayed also.
Admissions will be delayed, and the university abroad will also be considered enough to consider your.
This is not going to
I don't
happen.
think I don't think you should be much worried about on that account.
I would say this is not going to happen only
That's true.
here. This is happening across the world, across the globe. So
That's true. That's true. It's
still there will be chance to apply abroad.
Almost all the 195 countries are experiencing the lockdown. They're all under lockdown, so nothing is functioning there. We are not in a very different situation from where our other counterparts in the world are. So on that account, I would like to dispel the apprehensions of my dear friend.
Thank you, Dr. Dinesh. Now, my next question will go to Toshendra, Dr. Toshendra. Dr. Toshendra,
yes, sir.
the child is asking, I'm studying in another state, away from my own
Yes, sir.
family, due to studies, and could not go there due to the lockdown. Because of why I'm asking this question, I know your parents are also not here. They are also in Varanasi, and you are
yes, that's true. That's true, sir.
And he said, I miss my family, and I'm worried about that. Can you suggest some mechanism to overcome this?
Yes. First of all, it is. Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
First of all, it is. It is not in our hand. It was the government decision to implement this lockdown, and it was necessary also to prevent the spread of this COVID-19. Second thing, not only you, me, and other people are also missing on their families. So it is quite normal. It is quite obvious. So there is nothing new. Lakhs and lakhs of students, many of them are calling also. They all are missing on their family and kith and kins. So worry won't solve your problem or their problem. It will definitely squeeze you out of your potentialities, positivities, which will further aggravate your parents to worry more about you. So why don't you take the ownership? Why don't you take the leadership in assuring them, your kith and kins, that you are fine, you are taking precaution, you are safe. You can meanwhile, as an alternative, you should be connected to your family and friends whom you have missed in past because of your busy schedule, because of studies, your childhood friends. Entertain them, assure them, laugh with them, live with them. There are other means also. You can be connected to your family and friends through chat, video calls, mobile calls. So be focused on here and now. Do whatever you can best do in the present scenario, and equip yourself with the positivity by exercising, routine, listening new skills, garnering new positivities in you, music, etc. And be assured that this phase will pass. And once you have successfully faced this phase, you will get a new energy. You will be self-sufficient and self-reliant person, which will be the biggest stake of your during this lockdown period. Thank you.
Very, very good point. It reminds me, let me share with my own experience about 4 days back, I got a call from someone from Mursal. A boy called me.
Yes, sir.
He was also worried. He had same kind of problem. He was too worried for that, He said, I'm feeling depressed, nothing, everything has closed down for me. Future is dark.
Yes, sir.
Then I suggested him very simple thing. I say, I will suggest one thing. What you should do, you have a mobile phone, and I think it's a free for you, because once you are paid mobile, you can make n number of calls across the country.
Exactly.
Do one thing. I told him, you just make a call to 10 people in a day.
Yes,
exactly.
Just talk with them. Don't talk about
That's the best way to be connected.
Whatever you feel like. And then I will call you on Sunday. I told him I will call you on Sunday and check from you. Then I will tell you other intervention. You will be surprised. I was sharing with the other panelists yesterday that yesterday morning he gave me a call.
Right.
Because I told him I will call him on Sunday on the 5th, but he called me yesterday on 3rd of April. I said, क्या हुआ? क्या? Something important? He said, नहीं, मैं आपका thanks करना चाहता हूँ. मैं क्या हुआ? he say, I am so happy, so feel.
Great.
See, the
Great.
result is obvious.
I've talked with a couple of people
To
who
take
have
lead in
not
these
talked,
times.
you know. मैं आपका थैंक
Yes.
करना चाहता हूँ इसलिए कि आपको मुझे संडे को कॉल करने की नीड नहीं है. मैं सर बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ, बिल्कुल परफेक्ट हूँ. एंड मैंने जो आपने बताया वही मुझे, मैं कहा पर आई विल टेल यू सम मोर एक्टिविटी, सम मोर थिंग. इसे मुझे और कुछ चाहिए नहीं, बस इसी से मेरा काम हो गया. मेरे दोस्तों को
Great.
So you have
It was-
started on a chain of positivity. You have started on a chain of positivity. Yeah, and it is going on.
We should-
No, next I will go
In
to
fact-
Madhulika. Dr. Madhulika, there is a question for you. How to manage with the increasing level of frustration, agony that has resulted in this period?
First and foremost, I would like to tell all the young ones out there is this anxiety is normal. Everybody is going through this anxiety and you're not the only one who's experiencing it.
True.
It's
Second
obvious.
part of this is that we need to understand what's inevitable. जिसका हम कुछ बदल नहीं सकते, उसको accept करना है. The more we fight, the more helpless we feel. So let's just accept it कि एक difficult time है. जो precautions हैं हम लेंगे तो वो निकल जाएगा. Once this acceptance comes, you are more willing to work around that. So what are the ways through which we can work around and take care of this particular time? Is first is create distraction. As Professor Chadha has said, that try and create a positivity chain. Do things which you think you can bring a change in other people's life. That's one positive way of doing things.
Yeah.
Second would be find ways to communicate differently. Everybody's on social media. You have your time to use your Instagram stories, your Facebook Live to think, spread positivity, spread expertise, whatever you put that, use that. Third would be focus on yourself. There's so many times that we neglect ourselves in the name of taking care of other responsibilities, studies. This is a time
Absolutely.
focus on yourself, and that's very, very
Exactly.
important. And you'll come back energized out of this not so pleasant phase. And last and very, very important thing is be kind to yourself and everyone around you. If you are in a position of power or if you're in a position of able to help other people, please extend help to people who need it by not risking your physical health and social and mental health, but just kindly do something whereby you could be of help to others. And that's one wonderful way of keeping yourself engaged, and you'll be very happy about the entire situation.
Thank you.
That's
Certainly.
true.
Dinesh,
Great.
Another question very important goes to you. You know what's happening these days. What the person is saying, number of people have said, my college has started provision for online classes. I do not have with me a laptop, desktop, or good internet connections. I'm worried I shall fail.
Sir, I don't think on that account there should be any apprehension in the minds of any of the students. These are stopgap arrangements. These are not common solutions. The government thought that in the meanwhile, that's why
Not properly audible.
online classes were started. That's why online classes were started. Once we come to the normal college days, we will definitely take care of these students. So this apprehension is almost out of place. It's absolutely out of place. They should not have this worry that they will fail. We'll take care of their requirements once we come back to. We'll have the tutorial classes.
Yeah, system. You say system will take care. Will help the children.
System will definitely.
Absolutely.
System is there. We'll have remedial classes. We'll have tutorial classes on taking care of all these students who have missed out on these accounts.
There are already
It will get back.
contingency plan. Already contingency plans.
Contingency plans are all in place. They are there. So on that account, the students should not worry at all.
In fact, this was the worry of many of the kids who called us, you know, on a telephone. Madhulika, you have the point, I think.
So I just, as a teacher myself, and I have had this query myself with a lot of students who are staying in the remote parts of the country right now, I could give an assurance to them. I have given assurance to them, and as a faculty, I can tell that not necessarily कि जब live lectures हो आप तभी उस वक्त available हो. Teachers are also sharing notes. Whenever you have connectivity, you can download those notes
Read
and
them.
study at the time whenever
They can be recorded as well.
you can call up
True.
your teacher,
Videos
ask
are being
for
sent.
doubts if you have any. So
They can be
teachers are
recorded
there
as
for
well.
you. Every department, every university will take care of your interest. Do not worry. Your welfare is our responsibility. Kindly don't worry about it.
Exactly.
My next question, you know, go to Dr. Priya Bhatnagar. Dr. Priya Bhatnagar, the question like this: how can we deal with the feelings of lowness? In some cases, mild depression due to restriction of movement and social interaction.
Certainly, sir, this is a very unusual time, very unprecedented time that all of us are facing here. Now, of course, none of us were prepared for this kind of a situation to come on us, and thus we did not have the mental or the emotional apparatus to deal with it effectively. But now, like Dr. Madhulika also said, that it is inevitable. It has something that has
We
come
can't tell.
onto us, and thus we have to deal with it, right? So like if you are in summers and your body adapts to summers, when you go to winters your body has the mechanism to adapt to winters. Now this is also something that requires a kind of a mental emotional adaptation. Now that adaptation, if you make it smooth, it is going to come easily. If you create negativities around and you keep questioning why has it happened, why did the lockdown was required, I am not able to do this, if you focus around the negativities, the journey becomes very unpleasant, and hence when the
Exactly.
lockdown would
You may
lift up
stop
you would
thinking.
not feel very great.
You may stop
So
thinking pessimistically. Start thinking optimistically.
exactly,
Yeah. Change your
optimistic,
mindset.
and get back to the routine maintenance of your regular routine is very important, whereby you get up in the morning on the time that earlier you used to, pick up your books, get on to your friends, connectivity, virtual connectivity, self introspection. This time has given you all for yourself, whether it's academics or it's integration of self and social relations. So I think loneliness should not be here, rather we should be supporting the larger cause. That's the benefit for everyone.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Now my next question go to Toshendra. Toshendra question
Yes,
like
sir.
this. All this loneliness is making me hopeless about the future and I get suicidal thought.
Oh.
Oh.
Am I worried and how can you stop my suicidal thoughts?
Yes, this is a very important question, sir, because I have also been getting calls from the students. And see, my first take on this question will be there is students should not altogether react to the suicidal thoughts. There are two terms, reaction and response. Reaction is entertaining these thoughts and getting whatever these thoughts make you do. And response is taking time, having patience, holding on, taking the ownership of your action. So I would ask students strictly, I would request them not to react to the automatic thoughts which come in leaps and bounds. Rather respond, abstain, hold on. And why these thoughts come? Because one obvious thing, sir, we have also learned from you that wherever the focus goes, energy flows, and it manifold magnifies. So you have been continuously keeping on holding the negative information, which resulted into a death anxiety or end of life anxiety. So I would suggest that you should limit your screen time, or you should limit the negative news which are coming in leaps and bounds. Rather, you should be afraid after checking their authenticity. Second thing, you should also be away from the negative people who are rumor mongers, who are exaggerating the facts for 1, 2, or 3 reasons. So third thing is, you should never be sitting idle, because idleness only broods all these negative thoughts, which
Keep,
result into
keep on doing
altogether
something. That's
negative
important.
automatic
Keep on doing
thoughts.
something. What you're saying.
Right.
Nisha, you
Right.
have
Yes,
any point to
and
add?
always,
Nisha, you have any point to add?
yes,
Just to share.
sir.
Yes, sir.
One more thing.
I'm
Always,
running short
one
of
should
time.
always in,
I'm running short of time, you know. Nisha, you
right,
have any
right, sir,
point
right.
to add?
Yeah, sir, I want to say that this is the best time for all of us to harness the precious experience and wisdom from our grandparents and parents.
Okay.
Okay, that wisdom
Just
automatically
short. Just
reduces
short.
the level of,
Madhulika,
yeah, level of
Madhulika have a point.
anxiety
Kind
and
just
stress.
give the short point.
But Toshendra has given us quite a bit of insight. I just want to add to that. In case if these things don't help and you still have suicidal ideations, I request you to kindly get in touch with one of the helplines, 24/7
Yeah, professional
helplines
help.
that are available. Talk to them. They will be able to help you to break the cycle of this negative pattern of thinking.
Great. Thank you.
Please,
Yes,
Yeah.
Let's go to the end, you know, because we are running short of time. My last question to all the panelists is that one by one, I will name you. What advice you would like to give to the young student under these circumstances? Let's start with Nisha.
Yeah, so I would advise that students, you have to be safe. You need to make other people safe around you. If you create fear and confusion in yourself and others, you would be multiplying the negative impact of the
Yeah,
situation.
that's
Thank
So
true.
you.
it's very important to be mentally tough and be hopeful. This is a
Thank
temporary situation. This would pass on. So harness the time to build your potential. That is
you.
very important.
Can you go to Dr. Dinesh now?
Yes, sir. My advice to them would be to sit with your parents, learn from them. Every generation has had difficult times and they have some
Parents,
solutions. Plus, parents, and if you are lucky to have grandparents, that
yeah,
would be
if you're lucky
even
to have
better.
grandparents, you're
Yeah.
fortunate then.
And another thing that I would like them to have is to watch the serial Ramayana. These days they are retelecasting the Ramayana serial.
Yeah,
To
yeah, it
learn
has a lot
from
of
the main
positivity.
character Ram. Ram, I think, is the ideal character in this situation. How in every situation he conducted himself and gave a message for the ages to follow that thing. That will my only advice to the youngsters.
Thank you. No, I go to very short Toshendra.
Sir, I'll just conclude by 4 lines. Building resilience for the youngsters. जीवन उनका नहीं युधिष्ठिर जो इससे डरते हैं, किंतु है उनका जो चरण रोक निर्भय होकर लड़ते हैं. Be bold, be brave. All the best. Stay safe.
Thank you. Go to Dr. Madhulika.
Right. So I would like to conclude and suggest few things. One is that we understand आपके लिए घर में रहना मुश्किल है. Your bundle of energy, I know it's difficult, but by staying home, you're going to flatten the curve. So please make sure that you stay home and don't violate the rules. Second one is that make use of your positivity and spread it around. And third one, which is very, very crucial, is that by being kind to yourself and extending your services to the society, you can help lot many more people to get over this issue, to get over the concerns that they have, and this would also positively engage you. And whenever you have any concerns, please seek mental health. There's so many of us who are offering free consultation.
Indeed.
Get
Yes.
in touch with any one of us, and please feel free to take care of your mental health concerns and don't suffer alone, especially if you're staying by yourself. You have our blessings and best wishes.
Thank you, Madhulika. I think one of the panelists, I think, got disconnected, Dr. Priya. Dr. Priya, you're there? No. Anyway, thanks the panelists. The point which you have given to the viewers, I'm very, very sure that our youngsters are going to be benefited by that. This is not the end of this is not the last panel discussion. And we are going to have maybe another panel discussion. Dr. Priya, would you like to add? And you are here now, I can see you. Priya, quickly.
Yes, so the light went. Yes,
Can you suggest any advice to the young students?
absolutely, sir. So a small advice. The first thing is that utilize this time for self-reflection, introspection, and also the time to get back to the family members to energize the relationships that have been there. Secondly, get back to the idea of rejuvenating your body. Get back to the idea of physical fitness. Create a pilot exercise framework that you can execute once you are open with the lockdown. Get back to your passion. Get back to the state of your creativity. And finally, prepare and plan for future. Something that you can, sit at home, prepare your career plan that you can execute once the lockdown is lifted up. And I think with all this, one is going to feel quite better. And it's a phase. This too shall pass. I think that's the
This
statement
too
I
shall
would want
pass.
to.
Yeah.
This too shall pass. So let's not be very negative and let's be with each other in this time and make it more pleasant for each one of us.
Thank you. Thank you, closing with a very positive note.
Thank you very much for giving opportunity, sir.
And
thank you, sir. Many thanks to you.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving opportunity. Would like to join again.
Your experience, your knowledge
Absolutely.
is going to benefit. And here I will close with the hope to meet again some other day.
Yes,
Thank you.
Certainly.
Thank you, sir.
Certainly.
Thank
Many
you.
thanks to you.
Bye.
Many thanks to you, sir. Bye, panelist.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye, panelists.
bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a nice time
Bye.
and stay fit.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay
Bye,
fit and
Dinesh
stay
sir.
healthy.
Bye, Madhulika ma'am.